Hi, everyone. It's Pastor Dan with uplifting thoughts for today. Do you remember playing Red Rover? You know, that game where kids stand together, holding their arms, locking their arms, one after the other, and then you call somebody from the other team, Red Rover, send Billy right over, and then Billy comes running at the weakest link, and I remember being there and holding on, and somebody coming through in that struggle, and even breaking loose. Well, this pandemic is a lot like that in our world today, where much of our energy and creativity and being mission minded can be broken or at least dissipate. We get sick of it all going on in our world, and we begin to think there's not much we can do about it. Some of us are doing well, but others are kind of stuck. We're showing signs of being spiritually paralyzed or pulling back from reaching out. And now's the time for God's people to be engaged in this world. Now's the time for endurance. Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Since we stand surrounded by all those who have gone before, an enormous cloud of witnesses, let us drop every extra weight, every sin that clings to us and slackens our pace, and let us run with endurance the long race set before us. Stay focused on Jesus, who designed and perfected our faith. He endured the cross and ignored the shame of that death because he focused on the joy that was set before him. And now he's seated beside God on a throne at a place of honor. Jesus is always out ahead of us, making all things new and breaking into this world with the kingdom of God, and he calls us to follow him. So how do we do it? Well, let's remember, number one, we're not alone. None of us have ever lived through a pandemic before. This is new to all of us. None of us have all the right answers, and so we need each other as we follow Jesus during this massive social upheaval. So let me be clear. The way forward is unclear. How we make sense of what's going on around us will be a constant struggle. Decisions we make as a church will be changed or modified, tweaked as we work together. Inside worship, online worship, outside worship, they're all ways to help us all who are at different places in understanding how to stay safe and how to keep one another safe and how to continue being faithful in our worship together. We're not all there yet. We're finding new and creative ways to do these things in a world that's changing around us. And so we need new ways. We need new ways of caring for isolated people, for hungry people, for people in recovery, people in health crisis. And we must endure. We must link arms together and hold on as things are coming at us in rapid speed, trying to break our gift. We must keep our eyes on Jesus. So often we think of learning new ways or new information, but in these changing times, let me suggest that we should be about unlearning, that we should be about clearing out old routines, not just old closets. And they tell me that the thrift stores are bulging at the seams because everybody's cleaning out things in this isolation. Let's clear out old routines or old beliefs that no longer meet today's challenges. Unlearning what we think we know and learning the new ways of God's Spirit. Often the problem is not the problem. Often the first solution is not the right solution. There are multiple problems. There are multiple solutions. And so we must start where we are as a group and begin working together, adapting, moving forward as we increase our plans and our projects. Sometimes we will fail as a group. So we pivot and we move in another direction. We keep moving in mission. We endure. We keep following Jesus. We need each other. We need to listen to each other. We need to listen to God. We need to listen to a hurting world. We need to remember, with God, all things are possible. Hey, thanks for listening. Have a great day.